Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we got a couple of very interesting bodybuilding updates. The first thing we're gonna talk about is some updates on the Binous gym situation. So as you guys know, the whole gym burned down to the ashes. It's gone completely. A fire happened overnight, and just like that, everything burned down. So what we got today is a couple of interesting things. We got a statement from somebody at the actual Binous gym, and also we got a statement from the gym on their Instagram, and also we got some interesting comments from you guys. And I was really surprised to read all the comments on my YouTube video. I saw some comments like that in the previous posts I've seen on Instagram and so on, but I didn't really pay that much attention the way I did now, so we'll check all that out. But first, we got, again, the statement from the Binous gym on their IG, and they say, "Thank you to everyone for the support. The gym may be gone, but we're coming back stronger than ever. This is not the end, it's a new beginning. Stay tuned, we will be back, inshallah." And that's basically what I told you guys in my previous video. They're gonna come back. They're gonna make a new gym, probably a better gym, a newer gym, with brand new equipment, with probably more room, with probably even better design and everything. It's gonna be probably a better gym, so I'm not worried about them. You know, it does suck when you lose a gym where you trained for so long. The bodybuilders who train there, who have memories at that exact place on those exact machines, I feel sorry for them, but the gym is gonna come back. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be probably better than ever. Now, again, the comments, guys, from you. I was surprised when I saw these comments, but yeah, I guess you guys have the right to be this suspicious. So somebody says, "How did this building not have sprinklers? Insanity." I don't know. I don't know if it did. Maybe the fire was just too strong to be stopped by sprinklers. I'm not sure. The next comment is, "Genuine question. The gym is about 100,000 square feet. How late was the fire reported that it engulfed the whole gym, including all the freaking machines and interior?" That is a good question. That is a good question. It had to be a really rapid fire, right? The next guy says, "The fire looks sketchy. LOL. The next guy says, "The fire is like they did in Goodfellas. Run depth for as long as you can. When you finally run out of options, you torch the place. Wise guys have been doing this since forever." And there is some guy that says, "I'm a fireman and this was no accident." Now, do I believe all these comments right here? Do I think that this is actually an insurance job? I don't know, guys. I don't really have any experience or knowledge on this topic, but there is this message that I got. Somebody sent me this, somebody who is in talks with one of the guys, one of the bodybuilders at the Binous gym. And when they shared this story, this guy asked them, "What? How?" And the bodybuilder from the Binous gym replied, I'm hiding his name, of course, but it was caused by an electrical short circuit. Is that 100% true? No one started the fire? And they say, not clear yet. Probably something like that should be the case. Okay, so that is basically, I'm assuming, I'm guessing that's their official story right now. It was basically bad installations, and the whole thing burned down overnight, just like that. I mean, I don't know, again, if the sprinklers would help, how fast did the fire spread, if they noticed it at one point, and if they called the firefighters, could they actually stop it so fast for it to not spread and burn everything, the machines and all? I'm not sure, guys. I'm just sharing what I got right here, your comments, and the Binous gym statement, and this guy from the Binous gym. So apparently it was an electricity problem, and again, the whole gym went down in ashes in a matter of one night. You guys tell me down below whatever you think. All right, the next thing we got is a new physique update from Nick Walker, in which he's looking absolutely impressive, guys. He looks crazy, he looks big, really thick, and also really conditioned. And the caption here says, lean gaining is the name of the game. And he said that something similar to that multiple times by now. And I'm watching this and I'm watching his physique updates and I'm thinking, why is he still so focused on gaining? On gaining anything, muscle or whatever. You know, at this point of his career, all his goal or the name of his game should be getting that midsection to get as tight as possible. If I was Nick Walker right now, I would be obsessed with wearing a waist trainer the whole day. Not a waist trainer, a corset, right? And try to make that midsection as small as possible, the way Rolly Winkler did that one year when he reversed his bubble gut, basically. He had a huge bubble gut, and in 1 year, he had a phenomenal vacuum, beautiful waist. And Nick will never have a small waist per se, but he can definitely learn how to control that stomach better. So for me, if I was Nick, the name of the game would be lowering the size of the gut, not the midsection, not the waist, the gut. And that means wearing the freaking waist trainer and practicing vacuums every day, multiple times a day, not being this focused on gaining lean or whichever way. Gaining muscle won't help his case. He's already by far the biggest guy on any stage, pound for pound. Nobody packs as much muscle as Nick, and nobody's trying to. Really, nobody's trying to surpass him in that regard. Like, Derek Lunsford knows if he is 235 on stage with good midsection control, with a great vacuum, with a small waist, with a great V-taper and pretty hard glutes and stuff, he's good enough to beat Nick Walker, right? He doesn't need to be peeled out of his mind from the front or super massive from whichever angle. He knows better than that. And so does Hadi. Hadi is not trying to get to 270 the way Nick is doing. Of course, he doesn't need to get to that weight. He doesn't need to be that big. He needs to just look presentable on that stage and make his physique flow in the poses. Andrew Jacked is also doing the same thing. Samson Dowd is kind of trying for more size this year, but he has a huge frame and a small waist. He can do that. Nick Walker should not be focused on this. All he's doing really is training like a maniac, eating a whole bunch of food and pushing the gear, never stopping, never going off. And yes, he's progressing, he's growing, and he's doing bodybuilding the way he enjoys doing it. And that way is still a good way. He still got to be second at the Arnold Classic, top 3 at the Mr. Olympia at one point. He won the Arnold Classic before. He's definitely one of the top 4 guys in the world. And now that he beat Hadi, you can say that he's probably like top 3, along with Andrew Jacked and Samson Dauda. And of course, Derek Lunsford was the top 4, realistically. But if he wants to get to that final level, that last level, to win the Mr. Olympia, enough is enough. No more size, no more gaining lean or whichever way. Just focus on the freaking midsection. Hopefully, he's going to change his mindset. But as of right now, I don't see that happening. What do you guys think about this? Tell me down below in the comments. Oh yeah, we got something also very interesting, and that was the guest posing at, I think this was one of Branch Warren's shows, Better Bodies Classic, I guess it's called. I think this is a show in Texas. So it wasn't a pro show, but we had a bunch of really good open pros doing their guest posing here. And honestly, they were all amazing. They were all great. But who I was most impressed by was Joe Placios. Joe Placios looked like a freaking monster at this show. I mean, Brett Wilkin looked crazy as well. And, of course, Jordan Hutchinson, both former Olympians, great bodybuilders. Joe never won a pro show before, but I think this is going to be his year. I think this year he's going to make a leap. I think this year he's going to win a pro show. I don't know which show he's doing, Tampa and I believe Texas. he's gonna have some fierce competition in those two shows. So we'll see if he's actually gonna be able to win one of those shows. But he looks crazy right now, guys. Super freaking massive. Not the most aesthetic guy, a guy with a pretty big waist, but this is not like Nick Walker situation. He doesn't have a bubble gut. He just has wide waist structurally, and there isn't much he can do about that. He can also do vacuums and make the illusion of a smaller waist. He should do that. But really what he's trying to do is to grow his shoulders, I think, as much as possible, which he's definitely doing a good job with that. But when you do that, when you have wide shoulders and massive delts like this, you need to grow your legs to match your delts, and he's trying to do that as well. And, you know, the legs are growing for sure, but they're still kind of, you know, smaller compared to his upper body, especially to his shoulder width. Overall, this guy is a freak, a mass monster, and definitely one of the next guys that are going to be like one of the next freaks, biggest freaks in the world. Maybe not this year, but in a couple of years, I think this guy is going to be one of the top guys fighting for the top 6 spot at the Mr. Olympia with all his size. And also he knows how to get conditioned when it's time to compete. So yeah, very, very impressive guest posing right here. All these guys here are monsters. So I'm sure it was very impressive to see them all on this stage. If you guys thought somebody else was more impressive to you, you can tell me down below in the comments. And that's gonna do it for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you soon, guys. All the best and bye-bye.